are there? Like 9, right? 10, 11. Okay. Including me, right? 11. That means 10 attendance. Okay. We discussed in group. All of you agree with that? First, let me know. All of you want to be apart from those. Discussion will not be such, Anita. Like discussion in the sense, I will be. You'll get 15 days, 20 days time. You will be given few questions, from your group in your group, and you divide one block among yourself. You prepare the answer, and the day we'll decide a day when we'll just join, and you either share presentation, or if you don't want to share, you have problem, you can put your notes in the group. That no, doesn't matter. And a discussion, you don't have to be a part of a discussion in that way. Can you present your answer? Can you speak up your answer, Anita? Because many of you, they have requested that don't involve in discussion will not as such, like you don't have to teach, you don't have to do anything, you have just have to uh, prepare your notes.
I think Ankita has the issue, not me, ma'am.
No, no, sorry, and I said Ankita only, not Anita. Okay, Ankita, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I am having some issues. That's why I'm saying uh,
No, no
I
issue,
can.
like can you prepare answers?
Uh, Actually, madam, I I can. मतलब
आवाज नहीं आ रही है अंकिता आपकी।
हाँ, yes, ma'am.
आप अपना प्रॉब्लम बता सकते हो, लाइक आंसर आप तैयार कर सकते हो या नहीं, मुझे इतना बता दीजिए आप।
मैम नहीं, शायद मैं नहीं भी प्रिपेयर करूं क्योंकि और भी
क्या और भी?
मतलब एक्चुअली मैडम मेरे पास थोड़े और भी वर्क हैं, मतलब साथ में, और थोड़ा सा मेरे हेल्थ इश्यूज भी हैं, तो इसलिए हो सकता है मैं एग्जाम दूं भी या हो सकता है नहीं भी जाऊं, कोई इट इज नॉट श्योर एक्चुअली।
ओके, देखिए सबके लिए है, लाइक दोज हु आर अपियरिंग फॉर द टर्म एंड एग्जाम दिसंबर में और नॉट, डजेंट मैटर। अगर आप जुलाई में भी करते हैं, ये ग्रुप के जो आपके क्लासेस हैं, लाइक यू एज अ क्लास, ये एक ही बार होगा। यू विल नॉट लाइक, यू विल नॉट बी अ पार्ट ऑफ एनी अदर बैच। तो आप अपने साथ में अपने ग्रुप वालों के साथ इसी ग्रुप में काम कर सकते हैं, राइट? लाइक आपको आप 3-4 क्वेश्चन ही, इफ यू टेक आउट टाइम टू प्रिपेयर दैट 3-4, आई थिंक डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, व्हेन यू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट वन ब्लॉक, आई डोंट थिंक कि आपको 3-4-5 क्वेश्चन से ज़्यादा मिलेगा। एंड इट विल नॉट टेक मच टाइम। 2-4-15 दिन में आप 1-1 घंटा, आधा घंटा भी कुछ भी करते हैं, देन यू विल बी एबल टू डू इट। और एक बार यू डू इट, देन आपको फायदा ये होगा कि आपके पास सारे नोट्स होंगे फ्रॉम ऑल द ब्लॉक्स। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम like insisting, I'm not insisting, I'm requesting you all to do that. Can you do that much?
Yes, ma'am, we'll do.
Like
Ankita, actually,
Subhankar ji is also busy with his
Yes,
work,
hello.
but he is doing a part of that, right? So if you can do it, you will have notes. At least 70% preparation will be there. Maybe 2-3 member, one member from each group, or the from the all from all groups, 3-4 people won't participate to that extent. But it's okay. At least you will have 70% preparation notes with you. So will you do that? एंड मीडियम का भी प्रॉब्लम है विद सम पीपल, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट मीडियम, यू प्रेजेंट योर आंसर, राइट योर आंसर इन हिंदी और इंग्लिश, नो मैटर एट ऑल, आपका जो मीडियम है आप उसी में देंगे, राइट? सो इट इज नॉट द इशू, पीपल विल ट्रांसलेट, जिनका हिंदी है वो इंग्लिश में करेंगे, जिनको इंग्लिश में हिंदी में करेंगे, सो दैट इज नॉट योर इशू, आप अपनी तरफ से प्रिपेयर करिए।
हेलो।
हाँ अजय बोलिए।
जी मैम, मैं रेडी हूँ और जो है कि मैं नोट्स बनाऊंगा, आप जितना भी साइन करेंगे काम को ग्रुप में।
क्या आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है क्लियर अजय, बताइए।
बस में हो।
आपकी आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रही है मुझे। हाँ
हेलो
बोलिए।
मैम,
हाँ
अभी मैं बस में हूँ,
अच्छा अच्छा। हाँ
ट्रेवल कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा।
हाँ,
हाँ
तो जो आप असाइन करेंगे, जैसे क्वेश्चन आंसर में लिखिएगा, मैं लिखूंगा, चाहे आप बोलेंगे सॉफ्ट कॉपी या फिर नोट पे, दो नोट के लिए मैं रेडी हूँ, टाइम टू टाइम जब भी आप बताएंगे।
हाँ, क्योंकि मैं अंडरस्टैंड करती हूँ कि आप सब वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, आपके टाइम लिमिटेशंस हैं, आई नो दैट, एंड दैट्स व्हाई मैंने इसको इनिशिएट किया, सो दैट आपको हेल्प हो जाए, और आप बाद में भी एग्जाम देते हैं, डजंट मैटर, आप जून में दीजिए या अभी दीजिए, आपके पास तैयारी तो रहेगी एनी टाइम, और ज्यादा आपके पास लंबा टाइम रहेगा, यू हैव 6 मंथ्स इन हैंड कि आप रोज देख सके थोड़ा थोड़ा करके भी, तो एटलीस्ट पास तो सब हो जाएंगे, बट यूल स्कोर वेल।
मैम, आपका जो इनिशिएटिव है काफ़ी अच्छा है, क्योंकि हमने इग्नू से बीकॉम भी
हाँ,
किया है। आपका जो इनिशिएटिव है काफ़ी अच्छा है।
क्या लिखा है?
जो जो आपने इनिशिएटिव किया है ग्रुप बनाने का, काफ़ी अच्छा है।
हाँ,
हाँ,
मैं
और
इसीलिए उसका
क्योंकि हमने
आई हैव
बीका।
टू पर्पस, इसका पर्पस इज लाइक, फर्स्ट इज कि एक तो आपका ग्रुप बनेगा, यू विल हैव नोट्स सारे ब्लॉग से, आप खुद भी थोड़ा पढ़ेंगे, थोड़ा तो स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, एक गियर लगाना टाइम लगता है, बिकॉज सब अपने काम में इतने बिजी होते हैं और सबके पास टाइम नहीं है, उसके लिए एक टेम्पो बनाने में टाइम लग जाता है, तो दैट मोटिवेशन विल बी देयर आपके पास, एंड यू विल स्टार्ट विथ समथिंग, इट इज नो वन इज देयर टू जज यू, आपको जो समझ आता है, जैसा समझ में आता है आप लिखिए, एंड उसको उसमें जो चेंजेस करने होंगे दे विल डू, जिनको जैसे चेंजेस करने हैं दे विल डू अकॉर्डिंगली, सबका लिखने का तरीका इज डिफरेंट, सबका सब कुछ अलग होता है, सो एटलीस्ट यू विल हैव अ सपोर्ट, एंड आपका यही क्लासेस होंगे नेक्स्ट ईयर अगेन, मैं आई डोंट नो वेदर आई विल बी टेकिंग फॉर द सेकेंड ईयर और नॉट, तो मे बी आपके फिर आपके सेकेंड ईयर के क्लास होंगे, नॉट फॉर द फर्स्ट ईयर, राइट? एंड सेकेंड थिंग थोड़ी सी और मैं बोलना चाह रही थी इस पे, कि वेन एवर यू प्रिपेयर नोट्स, अ ब्लॉक, एक एक ब्लॉक, लाइक वी हैव 8 blocks, MRD 101 एंड 102, विल स्टार्ट विद दैट, पहले बहुत ज्यादा ओवरलोडिंग होगा, देन अगेन वो थोड़ा सा मोटिवेशन कम हो जाता है, 4 blocks are there, and you go through the revised version, like आप जब ई ज्ञान कोश खोलेंगे उसमें जो रिवाइज्ड वो सिलेबस है उसको आप कंसिडर करना, नॉट द ओल्डर वर्जन, जो भी आप लोग यहाँ पे हैं, क्योंकि उसमें थोड़े चैप्टर्स भी कम है, थोड़ा सा पोर्शंस भी कम है, तो यू जस्ट गो थ्रू दैट, मेक योर नोट्स अकॉर्डिंगली, उन उस बेसिस पे मेक योर नोट्स, and apart from that, whenever you make notes, like आप में से कोई भी एक जो एक्टिव मेंबर, हर ग्रुप में जो ज्यादा एक्टिव है, जस्ट डू अ फेवर, जो 5 साल के क्वेश्चन है, लिंक इज ऑलरेडी शेयर्ड बाय अजय, आप देख सकते हो सारे क्वेश्चन, तो जस्ट एक जगह उसे कर दो, मेक इट एट वन प्लेस, जो उस ब्लॉक के यू फाइंड कि उस ब्लॉक के हैं, जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं 5 ईयर के, and then share it in group, one member you be the leader of the group, जो ये एक एक्स्ट्रा काम कर सकता है, एंड इट विल नॉट टेक मच टाइम, आई थिंक इट विल हार्डली टेक 1-2 hours, तो एक जगह करने के लिए, राइट? एंड वन मोर थिंग, वेन एवर यू राइट आंसर, जो भी आंसर होगा, ट्राई राइटिंग इन पॉइंट वाइज लिखिए, अंदर के पॉइंट्स, लाइक whenever you write an answer, whenever you give a feedback to me also, I appreciate that and I try to improve upon उसमें, डेटा जो होते हैं इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रिमेम्बर, सारे इतने सारे उसके एक एक डेटा आप रिमेम्बर नहीं कर सकते हैं. द मेन मोटो इज टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी और प्रोग्राम का क्या था, और उससे क्या उसके फायदे नुकसान हुए, एंड क्रिटिकली इवेल्यूट वेदर वो पॉलिसी अभी भी चल रही है. इफ नॉट, राइट दैट एट द एंड, एंड उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आए. एंड व्हेन यू राइट द आंसर, कोई भी आंसर पॉइंट वाइज जरूर लिखिए, बिकॉज इफ यू गेट लाइक 500 मार्क्स का एक क्वेश्चन आता है, देन ऑल्सो यू विल बी एबल टू राइट इट. एंड कम का भी आता है, शॉर्ट आंसर भी आता है, तो जस्ट यू कैन राइट दोज पॉइंट्स, तो इट विल हेल्प यू. एंड टीचर विल ऑल्सो, असेसर विल अंडरस्टैंड कि ये इस पर्सन को सब आता है. एंड इट इज नॉट ओनली लाइक यू आर प्रोफेशनल्स, आप पढ़ सकते हैं नोट्स, सारे बुक पढ़ सकते हैं, आप आराम से समझ सकते हैं. मैं आपके क्लास लूँ ना लूँ कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा उससे आप लोगों को. बट क्लास का मतलब ही होता है सो दैट यू डू सम एक्टिविटी जो आपको मोटिवेट करता रहे. नहीं तो लोग 5-5 साल तक एग्जाम ही नहीं देते हैं, दे डोंट क्लियर द एग्जाम ओनली. इग्नू के साथ ये डिमेरिट हो जाता है, क्योंकि फिर उसको लोग लाइटली ले लेते हैं एंड डोंट अपीयर फॉर द एग्जाम, उसको एक्सटेंड करते रह जाते हैं. सो द बेसिक मोटो क्लास का यही होता है, सो दैट यू डू सम ग्रुप एक्टिविटी टुगेदर. And those who are new in this field, those who want to change their field, you will be prepared for interviews and all also. जब आप पूरा पढ़ लेंगे, and please do the latest datas, please do some research on that also, whatever block is assigned to you. So our new policies, you write down that also, even though it is not in your book, so that it will prepare you for any interview. एंड कोई भी पॉलिसी 2 साल 3 साल 4 साल 5 साल से कम नहीं चलती है. तो जो पॉलिसी बंद हो गई है, जो नई आई है, इट विल कंटिन्यू फॉर सम टाइम, जब तक आपका कोर्स खत्म हो जाएगा, एंड तब तक आपके इंटरव्यूज एंड ऑल सब हो जाएंगे. सो इट विल प्रिपेयर यू फॉर दैट ऑल्सो. आई जस्ट वॉन्ट कि आपका ओवरऑल प्रिपरेशन हो जाए. अदरवाइज यू आर ऑल आर ग्रोन अप. आप कोई कॉलेज के वो ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स नहीं हो जो उनको पढ़ के समझ में नहीं आएगा. आप आराम से पढ़ सकते हैं, आराम से कर सकते हैं. द बेसिक पर्पस बिहाइंड दिस इज दिस ओनली, ताकि आप एक्टिव हो सके थोड़े से, एंड आप उसको थोड़े से सीरियसली ले लें. तो आई होप माई पॉइंट इज क्लियर.
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम, क्लियर मैम, क्लियर.
एनीवन हैज एनी प्रॉब्लम? नोट्स बनाने के टाइम जरूर ध्यान रखिएगा कि न्यू पॉलिसी जो भी अमेंड हुए हैं, वेरी राइटली सेड यस्टरडे, आई थिंक, चाहे आई डोंट रिमेम्बर द नेम, उन्होंने पॉइंट आउट किया था कि मैम थोड़े डिफरेंसेस हैं. सो दैट डिफरेंस विल नॉट बी देयर. आप जब भी किसी इंटरव्यू में, चाहे एग्जाम में, तो इट विल बी ओके, आप दोगे तो कुछ दिक्कत नहीं है. बट जब भी आप कहीं इंटरव्यू में जाएंगे तो आप बिल्कुल वेल वर्स्ड होके जाएंगे फॉर एनी इंटरव्यू. So this is all group के हिसाब से. Now all are in or not? Please raise your hands.
हाँ मैम, आपने क्या बोला समझ नहीं आया अरेंजमेंट के लिए.
आप सब तैयार है ना इसके लिए? जो सब तैयार हैं, आप प्लीज अपने अपने हाथ उठा दीजिए, ताकि किसी दूसरे मेंबर को तकलीफ नहीं है. जैसे वंकर जी ने अपनी प्रॉब्लम अच्छे से बता दी, वेरी तरीके से उन्होंने फिर एक्सेप्ट भी कर लिया कि ही इज रेडी टू डू. सो वो जेस्चर बहुत अच्छा है. नहीं जो कर सकते हैं, इट्स ओके. किसी का मीडियम प्रॉब्लम है, उसका भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. यू डू इट इन योर मीडियम. और इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे अगर आके आप बोलते हैं अपना आंसर, तो दैट गिव्स यू कॉन्फिडेंस. बहुत लोग थोड़ा सा डरते हैं, बहुत साल हो जाते हैं पढ़ाई छोड़े हुए, सो लाइक थोड़ी सी हेजिटेशन होती है कि पीपल विल जज मी, बिकॉज आई एम अ मेंटल हेल्थ काउंसलर ऑल्सो. तो थोड़ा सा मैं चाहती हूँ कि आपके साथ वो भी काम हो जाए, आप मोटिवेटेड रहें, एंड दिस विल हेल्प यू इन लाइफ. सो प्लीज डू इट. और आपका जो भी ग्रुप बन गया है, किसको बनाओ ग्रुप लीडर? आप सब ग्रुप में से मुझे बताइए. आई विल मेक ग्रुप लीडर्स. पहले मैं ग्रुप खोल लेती हूँ आपका व्हाट्सएप पे, और फिर मैं आपको, और जो लोगों का नाम नहीं है आप प्लीज अनम्यूट करके बता सकते हैं। हाँ विलास, आई थॉट ऑफ योर नेम, आई थॉट ऑफ अजय's नेम, एंड आई थॉट ऑफ अनीता's नेम, एंड वन मोर शरीफ आई थिंक। जो लोग speak, those who speak like in class. So I thought of your names, and that's why group is your name is accordingly there in group also. So it's okay for you, Anita? Would you like to be group leader?
Group leader.
Nothing, you don't have to do anything. Only the group leader just coordinate the things. Coordinate in the sense they all are grown up. किसी के पीछे नहीं पड़ना है, जो पार्ट जिसको असाइन हुआ है they'll do.
Thing
Right?
is, I told
Only
my
thing 5
even
years का क्वेश्चन पेपर लेके just if you can do that.
check if someone is ready. If no option, then I will go ahead because as I told you, ma'am. To be frank, till now I didn't read anything, ma'am. So whatever classes are going, just I'm attending this.
See, you will be assigned one block. So first thing you do, take 2-3 days time, everyone, each one of you. And this task is for all. Like either you decide how many, Ajay, कितने साल का क्वेश्चन पेपर is there? अजय,
कई साल में
कितने
12 साल
साल
में
का
करा हुआ
क्वेश्चन
है।
पेपर है? 12
मैम
साल का
2005
देखने
में
की
पेपर
जरूरत
है।
नहीं है, 5 साल का देखिए, 5 years का, लेटेस्ट
आप
5 साल का देखिए।
यस मैम उसी सारा से लेके
हाँ, 5 साल के क्वेश्चन पेपर में हर ग्रुप में कितने मेंबर हैं उनके बीच में डिसाइड कर लीजिए। एक एक साल के क्वेश्चन पेपर से अपने ब्लॉक के क्वेश्चन निकाल लीजिए। दैट विल बी ओके।
यस मैम।
और जो भी पार्ट जिसको लाइक मिलता है, असाइन होता है, उसमें जो एक्स्ट्रा भी होंगे आपके नोट्स बुक में, ब्लॉक में लिखा हुआ, तो प्लीज मेक श्योर कि उसको अलग से आप लिखें। सिर्फ क्वेश्चन पेपर छोड़ के नहीं छोड़ देना है, लाइक उसको भी अटेम्प्ट करिएगा थोड़ा सा। ठीक है, 5 साल में वैसे सारा कवर हो जाएगा, मोस्ट लाइकली एवरीथिंग, बट थोड़ा मोड़ा जो भी रह जाता है, आपको जितना ब्लॉक मिलता है उस ब्लॉक में से प्लीज डू मेक श्योर कि आप उसको भी जॉट डाउन करें। हाँ शुभांकर जी
आप
बोलिए।
Madam, I have a pertaining question regarding the previous year's questions.
हाँ
There is a question in June 22nd, June 2022.
हाँ
Describe the main objective and promotional measures of Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. And now, ma'am, what I experienced, I was just studying the booklet. I observed that there is no topic related to the Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. So, in that case, my question is that uh, this type of question may come that is not in our self-study material.
See, when it comes to national level, first thing, like I always talk about Ladli Behna Yojana. It is स्टेट में एमपी गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव टुक दैट इनिशिएटिव और वहां पे स्टार्ट हुआ है। सिमिलरली पूरे कंट्री में समथिंग और द सम और द अदर प्रोजेक्ट इज गोइंग ऑन फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ वुमेन, राइट? यू कैन जस्ट कोट दोज। जब भी आप पढ़ते इधर एम्प्लॉयमेंट फील्ड में, एजुकेशन के फील्ड में, एनी फील्ड, loans and all they are given for so you can just put those schemes. When we talk about national level, you can put any scheme which is like currently working throughout the country.
That is our answer part you were talking, but the question is, ma'am, it is question is coming, it is 20 marks question, and
Hmm.
where it is the topic is the Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. And I did completely go through the all the booklets of our second paper, and I experienced that there is no term at all, the Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. Then I have to research on that and the Google that what is all about, and I have to write on that. So my
See,
question is that in our exam, is there
uh,
possibility that the exam questions may come that is the content which is not at all our self-study material?
Yes, definitely. Not only in your exam, whenever any exam is conducted in any branch, there are some questions which depends on your logic and reasoning, how you apply your knowledge and how you answer. There must be only one question, right?
I observed that. Yeah.
Yeah, so there must be, so it's simply just amalgate all the plans, whatever they are working throughout the country for the welfare of the women. Just write it down, you will get marks for that.
Okay. Okay. I
Rashtriya,
understood.
when it comes to national level, her plan is national level ka. If it's
Yeah.
specifically national level, light national. If it is for in some states, like Nadli Behna I said in MP, so just quote it down. Ki this policy is working in the state of Madhya Pradesh. That's
Same
it.
in Karnataka, ma'am, we have Bhagyalakshmi scheme.
Yes, just quote it down. So all are national level programs only, either on state level basis or national level basis. So they are all working for the welfare of the women, and that's what they try to like take out from you what you have understood and what you can. It's not only in your exam; it is in any exam. 10 marks question is based on your logical reasoning. How you get the answer, how you analyze, critically analyze. Sometimes you get question like that
Yes, I
on
understood.
any topic. So you do that, right? So
Yeah.
it is like that only. They are just preparing you so that you can
लखपति
answer any question from
लखपति
anywhere.
दीदी लखपति दीदी
हाँ
आपसे
अजय बोलिए.
लखपति दीदी लखपति
हाँ क्या
दीदी
बोल रहे
आपसे
हैं.
स्कीम लखपति लखपति दीदी योजना
हाँ, सब सब लड़कियों के लिए है ना. सो आप कुछ भी डालिए, यू विल गेट मार्क्स. और 20 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन तो आराम से यू कैन राइट. इतने सारी योजनाएं हैं, एंडलेस योजनाएं हैं. और जो अभी प्रेजेंटली वर्क कर रहे हैं, जस्ट कोट दोस. जो पहले हो चुके हैं उसको डालने की जरूरत नहीं, अगर ऐसा कुछ आ रहा है तो, कि प्रेजेंटली वर्किंग.
Ma'am, marks are, it's considered how many yojnas we are explaining, or like one or two also enough.
सी वेन एवर यू राइट एनी आंसर, लाइक सीबीएसई में भी हमें सिखाया जाता था ना कि जितने मार्क्स का है जस्ट राइट पॉइंट के हिसाब से, या इतने लेंथ का है तो राइट लाइक दैट. वेन एवर यू आंसर, प्लीज राइट इंट्रोडक्शन एंड कंक्लूजन फॉर एवरी आंसर. यू गेट 1 1 मार्क्स फॉर दैट. जस्ट इंट्रोड्यूस जो भी आप आंसर लिख रहे हैं. कंक्लूड, कंक्लूजन में क्या करेंगे, बिकॉज बेसिकली यू आर like studying all the policies and program. Whenever you write strength and limitation, last just critically analyze ki ha it is working, it is not working in the country now, what was why it failed, or why the progress is being made, why more investment is made. Just one para, not वो भी पूरा इतिहास नहीं लिखना है उसमें. one para, introduce and conclude and make point wise. जब भी you write any योजना, make sure you write the objective. What was the objective of that योजना, when it was implemented, the date, and जब बंद हो गया, in case it was stopped, in which year. And data, if you can write, if you can remember, write some data. And strength and weakness, why, what was the strength, what what benefit people could uh, take from those yojnas, and what was the for like what was the demerits of those yojnas. So you can just, this is how you answer and you'll score well. And whatever length, like if it is 500 words, write in 500 words. डोंट राइट लाइक हम क्या करते हैं, पूरा कथा लिखने लगते हैं. डोंट राइट दोस. इवन फॉर द असाइनमेंट्स, राइट पॉइंट वाइज, introduction, conclusion, clear, underline. You will score better than those who write just page wise. Assignment भी जब मैं चेक करती थी, बस पेज 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 पेज, कौन पढ़ता है उतना, नहीं हो पाता है. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप आंसर ऐसे ही लिखें. लेटेस्ट जो लास्ट डेटा आपको याद है, प्लीज कोड दैट. और कोई जैसे अभी आज वी विल बी डूइंग housing programs and policies. So this Indira Gandhi Awas Yojana is replaced by now Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana all over the country. So just like write about the latest whatever yojana is running uh, in that field, education ho, poverty ho, or anything. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Anita.
Yes,
यस
ma'am.
मैम, ब्लॉक वाइज आप असाइन कब करेंगे?
हाँ, Anita, did you get your answer?
I'm clear, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. ओके अब मैं आपका देखूं व्हाट्सएप में ग्रुप में तो आई हैव गॉट एक मिनट आज कितने लोग प्रेजेंट है हु ऑल आर प्रेजेंट अजय अनीता शुभांकर अंकिता you all are involved in some or the other group जो नहीं है वो बता दीजिए चैनिका दिशा गुरु प्रसाद Guru Prasad, are you involved in any group? Guru and Sahera Sadaf.
Yeah.
Sahera,
Fine.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
are you there in any group?
No, no,
No,
no,
ma'am.
And Guru is also not there in any group?
no.
Okay, and one more girl is left, Hima, I suppose. She also joins on and off in class. So, shall I make a group of you three? Sahera, Guru, and Hima?
No, ma'am.
Yes, I'm agree to be part of in the group.
Okay. And Sahera,
No, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
you don't want to be a part of that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Guru, then you do two, three question. The block which will be left, you do from that.
Sure, 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 ma'am.
Yeah. Just a minute, I'll just open the groups so that
Ma'am, in
everything is
our
clear.
group, Vishnu and Gargi and I.
Gargi is there. Gargi, are you there? Okay, Vilas is there, Prableen is there, and Alok. You all are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Vilas will be the group leader for your group. Right, you can make a separate WhatsApp group also, not for chatting or something, but some like anything you write or anything you want to discuss, you can discuss in group, right? Then Archana is there. Archana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anita.
There, ma'am.
Yes, Anita is there. Then Naveen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Naveen, would you like to be a group leader? You don't have to do much, just so that one person is responsible for some responsibility, one person will take, right?
No, ma'am.
No. Archana.
No.
Anita, you only are left now. Then Archana, are you ready?
Now I will take up.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, then Anita will be your group leader, and then we'll assign block also. Now, just the revised syllabus. You have four blocks. Four blocks in MRD 101 and four blocks in MRD 102. So block one is for Vilas group. Okay, Vilas. Vilas, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Block one, block two, Anita, your group from MIT 101 or 201, whatever you call. The new revised version is 201, I suppose, right? Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat, please?
Your group is assigned a block 2 of MRD 101. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then Sharif, Chayan, and Aftab. Sharif, are you there? Sharif? Chayan is there? Chayan? Aftab, though he is not well. So we'll keep block 3 for them, MRD 101. Then Madhushmita, are you there? Madhushmita is there? I think no. डर जाते हैं सब पहले से ही बिना स्टार्ट किए. Disha, I think is there, right? Disha
Present, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
and अजय तो है. Okay, I'll write in group also. Maybe travel कर रहे थे तो he left. No, Ajay is there. Ajay, आपके ग्रुप के लिए ब्लॉक 4 of MRD 101. Okay. Now I made one more group, that is Shubhankar, Vishnu, and Gargi. Shubhankar ji is there. Vishnu.
हेलो.
अजय, ब्लॉक 4 MRD 101 आपका है एंड आप उसके ग्रुप
यस
लीडर.
मैम.
ठीक है.
ओके, अभी पकड़ रहा हूँ. आप व्हाट्सएप में
ठीक है.
मैं रास्ते पर.
And group 5 is Shubhankar, Vishnu, and Gargi. Vishnu, are you there? Vishnu? Gargi? Okay, I'll write in group. और इन केस कोई भी ग्रुप कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर पाता है देन डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. 4 ब्लॉक तो आप लोगों को असाइन हो गए. 4 ब्लॉक में तो नाउ यू कैन you'll have 50%, आपको उतने मटेरियल मिल जाएगा. एटलीस्ट 1 पेपर आपका तैयार हो जाएगा, राइट? MRD 102 का शुभांकर जी योर ग्रुप.
ठीक है.
ठीक है. एंड विष्णु एंड गार्गी आप कनेक्ट कर, मैं डाल भी दूंगी ग्रुप पे, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. एंड हु वाज लेफ्ट? 2 ऑफ यू ना. क्या नाम था? कहाँ गए? गुरु एंड हिमा एंड वन मोर गर्ल वाज देयर आई सपोज. कौन था ग्रुप 6 के लिए? गुरु, हु वाज द गर्ल?
I didn't get actually that time. I was also traveling. Sorry. Yeah. I could not remember her name actually.
हु वाज द गर्ल? खुद से बता दीजिए भाई. अंकिता आई सपोज. नहीं, अंकिता नहीं. अंकिता तो शी सेड नहीं करेगी, राइट? हु वाज द गर्ल? नवीन, प्रबलीन, शहेरा भी नहीं ना. Okay, Guru, you were the alone. Like Guru, I'll tie up you with Hima if she comes and if she agrees to. Otherwise, MRD 202 block 2 is for you. Those blocks are small, so don't worry about that. Whatever question you feel like writing, you please write and share.
Sure.
Okay.
One question in my mind, can I ask?
Yes, sure.
Suppose the term and examination will be held in the month of December. So, based on your experience, and I would like to take your suggestion. So, how many papers should we attempt? 2 or 3 or 1?
See, if you are prepared, attempt for all the 4. If you are
Okay.
not prepared, at least attempt for 2.
Okay.
Otherwise, next semester you will be overloaded.
Yes.
there'll be more papers will be there, right? So it
Yeah.
is better you attempt two and two in the next semester, and two you can prepare well. There is enough time now. 1 month is good enough to prepare for two blocks.
And for that matter, I haven't submitted any assignment yet. So is this affected for the
No,
examination?
no. Actually, if you attempt only two paper this semester,
Hmm.
your result will be whenever your result will come out, it will be for June. Like suppose you finish off with all your four papers in June, then because generally you will see the result mark sheet of IGNOU,
Hmm.
IGNOU. It is like June term end or December term end. So
Yes.
whenever you pass the year you pass, that time is mentioned there.
Okay. Okay.
So you will be like your in mark sheet it will be mentioned first year June term end,
Okay. Got it.
not
Got it.
December,
So
because you'll not be
by that
finishing
time,
all the
all the assignment need to be submitted by that time.
yes, if you submit it well and good, some like clarification ma'am will give, Smriti ma'am.
Okay.
So just prepare the assignments. Whenever she says, you just submit it, right?
Sure. Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so we six blocks. So I have divided. Now, what about seventh one? Doesn't matter. At least six blocks you will do, and you will have enough material for that. Otherwise, MRD 102 is not that difficult. Very like the syllabus is not that vast in MRG 102. Sorry, yes, 102. Okay, fine. If new members join, then we'll assign the next block to them. Okay. So at least start doing. If it is June also, no, don't worry about that. Start your work. Okay, now today's class. It's small presentation today. We are left with two topic only, not much. Rural housing, electrification, and energy. So, whatever initiatives were taken in the field of rural housing, electrification, and energy, we'll do that today. Uh, India has faced the problem of housing in general and rural housing in particularly. So those who all belong, because we are all from villages, but those who are still connected with villages, they can really understand the problem what people were facing in villages and still they are facing, because all are not benefited. Any scheme do benefit people, but not 100% result, right? Among common people, owning house provides economic security as well as helps them to integrate with the immediate social environment. Why a house is required? Because you live in a society. It helps to get connected with your society as a whole, and uh, a sense of security. Although a number of initiatives were taken from time to time provide adequate housing to the rural poor, during the 1980s, only special attention was given to construct houses in rural areas, particularly for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. People are freed bonded laborers. Major schemes launched for rural housing was Indra Awas Yojana. Earlier also Kothari, but it's now those schemes are not in use. So we'll talk about other schemes. And now Indra Awas Yojana is changed, name is changed. It is Pradhan Mantri uh, Awas Yojana. As scheme Indra Awas Yojana was launched in 1985 and 86. So this was the initiative made to provide houses to the rural people as a sub scheme of rural landless Employment Guarantee Program, RLGP, as a sub scheme. It was not the main scheme, but it was launched as a sub scheme of RLGP. Since its launching from April 1989, has been delinked. Can you see the slides?
Yes, ma'am. Slide देखेंगे.
Okay. It has been delinked from JRY and has been made an independent scheme. So later on, after 5 years, it was made an independent scheme in 1996. The main objective of this program was to primarily to provide grant for construction of houses to members of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, freed bonded laborers, and also to non-SC ST rural people below the poverty line. So it was started with the main motive, not for all. Like basically, mostly it was for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and SC ST or bonded laborers, those who had no homes at all. Then target group, the group target group for houses under IAY was below poverty line living poor and scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, free bonded labor, same, subject to the condition that the benefits to non-SC ST should not exceed 40%. So non-SC ST were also included, but it should not exceed 40%. Not more than 40% were given to non-SC ST, no matter whether they had house or they didn't have, of total IA allocation during a financial year. Okay. Then we talked up till 1996 that the central government announced a national housing and habitat policy in 1998, aiming at providing housing for all and facilitating the construction of 20 lakh additional houses, 13 lakhs in rural areas and 7 lakhs in urban areas annually for the rural people and the deprived ones, whether in rural or the urban areas. Under this policy, an action plan for rural housing was prepared to provide shelter for all, including conversion of all unserviceable kacha houses to pakka, semi-pakka houses. So in this program, all were included apart from SC ST, and they were given like loans and all or money for making the pakka houses in place of kacha houses. To achieve this objective, there were launched a number of schemes for rural housing, which included Indra Awas Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana, Gramin Awas, Credit Cum Subsidy Scheme for Rural Housing, Innovative Scheme for Rural Housing, and Habitat Development. Rural Building Centers, RBC, Samagra Awas Yojana, and National Mission for Rural Housing and Habitat. These were yojanas which were launched for the for to provide housing for all. So Indra Awas Yojana was already working, but what was included in that to provide loans or money to make pakka houses in place of kacha, semi pakka houses or kacha houses, and like they were given like it was for all. It was not only for, it was not only limited to SC ST or tribes. Of them, ISRHHT, RBC, SAY, and AMRHH has been discontinued. So it worked for some time and then it was discontinued. The government recommitted to provide housing for all by 2022. आपने सुना होगा मोदी जी का. And the IAY Indra Awas Yojana was replaced by Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, PMAYG, on April 1, 2016. Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana Gramin Awas PMGY GA was also launched in 2000 and 2001 to achieve sustainable human development goals. So ये भी बंद है, PMGY GA. It is also your old policy program. The presently which program is working, that is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, PMAYG, and it has the objective of providing housing for all by 2022. अब पता नहीं कितने को मिला, now it is 2023, but yes, बहुत लोगों से सुना है they have got houses. So we'll discuss two of them. Main is this, which is in now, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin aims to provide a pakka house with basic amenities to all houseless households and those living in kacha and depleted houses in rural areas by 2022. So कच्चा houses and for all जो जिसके पास घर ही नहीं है, for them also, and जिनके कच्चे घर हैं उनको भी, to achieve the objective of housing for all. जहाँ झुग्गी वहाँ घर, ये भी है इसमें included. To achieve the objective of housing for all, there is a target of 2.95 crore houses to be constructed by the year 21-22. It was up to 23 हो गया. The immediate objective has been to cover 1 crore rural households that are houseless or living in kacha houses in 3 years, that is from 2016 to 2019, and enable the construction of quality houses by the beneficiaries using local materials, designs, and trained masons from local material, which their houses could be made the materials which were available locally in the market, so that to promote that also. For houses to become homes, it has been proposed to adopt a habitat approach through convergence, and it should have basic amenities like toilet and all, not without that. So key feature was to providing assistance for construction of houses in rural areas, enhancement of the minimum size of the unit of house from 20 square meter, which was under Indra Awas Yojana, to 25 square meter, including a dedicated area for hygienic cooking. So hygienic cooking, that means a kitchen and toilet also. Enhancement of amount of financial assistance for the unit from 70,000 to 1.20 lakh in plans, and from 75,000 to 1.33 plans, I said plains, and in hilly areas 1.30 lakhs. And the cost sharing was 60 to 60-40, central 60% and state 40% in plan, and 90 and 10 for northeastern states. So they were given privilege. So 90 central government and 10% the state governments. And 3 Himalayan states, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. So share was this. Provision of assistance, rupees 12,000 for toilets through convergence with Swachh Bharat Mission. You all know that every household they got 12,000 to make toilets, and Manregas or any other dedicated source of funding. MGNREGS. Provision of 91 to 95 days person of unskilled labor wage under Manrega for construction of house over and above the unit assistance. This helped for rural employment also. Like under this scheme, those workers, laborers were engaged in the construction of houses. So 91, 95 days. They got work for that. Identification and selection of beneficiaries based on the housing deficiency and other social deprivation parameters in socio-economic and caste census, SCCC 2011 data, and verified by the Gram Sabha. So the beneficiaries, the selection was based on the condition they were living, whatever the social deprivation they were suffering from, and so it was they took the data from this census 2011, and it was verified by Gram Sabha also that yes, this person is under this condition. Setting up of National Technical Support Agency NTSA to provide technical support in achieving the target set under the program, and the beneficiary of uh, PMAYG, in addition to being provided financial assistance, shall also be offered technical assistance in the construction of houses. So, financial as well as technical assistance. So, the houses are built in a better way. So, all those assistance, apart from other technical assistance, were also provided. If the beneficiary so chooses, then he or she will be facilitated to avail loan of rupees 70,000 from financial institution. They could take loan of 70,000. A special project is to be sanctioned by the Ministry of Rural Development after the approval of the Empowered Committee. Convergence with other government schemes for the provision of basic amenities, that is toilet, drinking water, electricity, clean and efficient cooking, fuel treatment of social and liquid waste. So all these things were included in this program, the provision of all these basic amenities. All payments to the beneficiaries to be made electronically to their bank, post office accounts that are linked to Aadhaar with consent. So it was not that कि बीच में कोई पैसे ले लेगा. It was directly linked with the accounts and they got the money. Sanitization of the beneficiaries on PMAYG. Sensitization. Focus on the construction of quality houses by the beneficiaries using local materials, appropriate design, and trained mansions were involved, so that it should not be only on the paper. They should get quality houses. Adoption of saturation approach using gram panchayat, block or district as unit wherever possible. So this was on gram panchayat, block or district level. They could approach. Moving away from the BPL list, the universe of eligible beneficiaries under PMAYG is to include all the houseless and household living in no or two-room houses with kacha wall and kacha roof as per SCCC data. So those who had no house or living in two-room kacha houses, especially kacha houses, where those who had pakka houses, it is not for them whether it's small or big. It was for them those who had kacha houses. And in cities, so multi apartments are made for them, and they have to pay, I think, 2,000 per month. It costed them around 1,20,000, 30,000. So it is good. They have to pay in 10 years of time or something like that. So whatever they pay as a rent, they got a house. Prioritization within the universe of eligible beneficiary, which we talked about, who were the eligible beneficiary. The prioritization was done on the basis of houseless, first priority. Second priority, those living in two rooms in kacha houses, one room, then two rooms in kacha houses. In a particular social category, SC, ST, minorities, and others, houseless households or those living in houses with a lower number of rooms shall not be ranked below households living in houses with a higher number of rooms. It is not that those who have those like reserved categories, if even though they have a higher number of rooms, they will be categorized below those who are living in two rooms, and suppose they have three rooms kacha house, so they will not be categorized below that. So that clarity was made. Sharing of the scheme cost 6 to 40%. And we talked about this 90 and 10% in the Uttarakhand and all. Then allocation of scheme funds from the annual budgetary grant. 95% of the fund is released to state UTs for the construction of new houses under PMAYG. That this includes a 4% allocation towards administrative expenses also. So for administrative expenses also, government paid for that also, allotted fund for that also. 5% of the budgetary grant is retained at the central level as a reserve fund for special projects. If ever they had some special project, they reserved that fund with them. And this yojana is not in today. That is Pramantri Gramoday Yojana. It was launched in 2000 and 2001. The main objective was to the same objective, to reduce the shortage of houses for the people living below poverty line in rural areas, and also to assist in the healthy development of the habitats in rural areas. So basically, the main objectives are almost same generally for all the plans. Thoda mora changes you can see, and funds and all may changes you can see. The contribution of state and central ka you can see. Then thoda changes you can see, like some, like earlier it used to be mostly for SC/ST. Now it is for all, even though SC/ST, they are like what was mentioned, those who are living in uh, houses, the category was fixed. They, if they don't fall in that category, they will not be grouped, the sequence will be not below the ones who really needed that over them. So these all changes were made. The target group, the main target group of Gramin Awas Yojana, these are scheduled caste and select tribes and free bonded labor, which was Indra Awas Yojana, as was in Indra Awas Yojana, for the benefits of physically, mentally challenged person living below the poverty line in rural areas. And it should be noted that more than 40% of the total allocation during a financial year can be utilized for the construction of houses for the SC/ST family. So more importance was given to provide houses for SC/ST in these programs, either Indra Awas Yojana or this Gramin Awas Yojana. Identification of the beneficiary involves the following consideration: district rural development agencies, DRDS, Jila Parishad, ZPs, is to decide the number of houses to be constructed panchayat wise under the Gramin Awas. Sorry, I think. Okay. PMGY, the decision of DRDA Jila Parishad is to convey to the Gram Panchayat. So the decision was taken by the district rural development agencies, whom to provide and whom not to. The Gram Sabha selects the beneficiaries from the Gramin Awas component of PMGY from the list eligible households, keeping in mind the target allotted. According to the target, like suppose one village, they get a target of 100 houses. So accordingly, the beneficiaries was decided by the district rural development agencies, and the houses were allotted. The Gram Panchayat sends a list of the selected beneficiaries to the Panchayat Samiti for the information, as approval is not required, just they were informed. Then protection of women interest is also there. The allotment of the house is made in the name of the female member of the beneficiary household. Alternatively, the house is allotted in the names of both the husband and the wife. It is not only for the husband. So to protect, like suppose house is allotted to a male, and suppose he take divorce from his wife. So to protect her interest also, so that she is not deprived of the benefit of this housing scheme, so her right was taken care of. Her target groups, the main target groups of the Gramin Awas I think it is same. I just repeated the slide 2-3 places. Fine. So this was all for the Gramin Awas Yojanas, which is today named as Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, and which is in throughout the country. And the main motto was to provide housing to all by the end of 2022. I think at least 50% people, they do have got the houses both in rural and urban areas. And the next is rural electrification. Do you want to take a break for 10 minutes?
It's better to take 5 minutes now.
Okay, fine. So we'll meet after 5 minutes. Small topics are there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.